What is going on, my dudes? Today I'm going to make a video about the 2018 BMW M2 that I paid cash for. And even though I paid cash for the BMW M2, I'm pretty surprised that this thing has cost me darn near $20,000 in ownership cost for having a car for 2 years. And over the next few minutes here, I'll break down how I got to this $18,666 number in ownership cost for 2 years. It's a rainy day here, late August. I've had this car for almost 2 years now, and I've really enjoyed it. But here, let's head over here to my little makeshift office area here and go over some of the numbers. So I'll break it down here to begin with here. The 2018 BMW M2 Coupe I got, it's the first and only car I've ever bought brand new. It says the MSRP there is 53.5. Now I got the black color, which apparently that's a $550 option. It does not have the sunroof, and it's the 6-speed manual transmission. And this one just kind of popped up on the local dealership here, and it had the black kidney grills, the black side grills. Apparently those cost a little extra money, but I think they look super sharp, and I really like the way the black grills look. Anyway, we're looking at here total price of $55,675, which I paid cash for because I didn't want to have to pay for the financing. Basically, if you look up on the computer, interest and stuff, I just didn't want to deal with it. It costs money to get the loan originated. I think that might be for houses. But anyway, you end up paying a lot of money in interest if you finance the car, and I just didn't want to do that. Now, I did not pay $55,675 like a straight check. I traded my 2012 Mustang Shelby GT500 with 41,000 miles on it. They gave me $29,707 for trade allowance. I think they ended up selling the car for low 30s, so they made a little bit of money. I did not negotiate the price of the BMW M2 at all. I basically just negotiated a higher price for the trade value, which I think they ended up giving me like maybe about $1,000 more than their initial offer. Now, if you break down the numbers here, there's some other fees involved. $200 document fee, sales tax is like $1,800, yada yada yada, and basically I had to write them a check for $28,000, which is right here. I blanked out my address and my bank information there, but I wrote them the check for 28 grand. And here's, I put the title out over here just to show you guys I'm not just making shit up. Maybe I shouldn't say that word, but here's the title. There's no liens or anything. I blanked out my name and the VIN. I don't know if you should have that stuff out there or not. Again, there's the tax number, and when I bought the car, 45 miles on it, so about as new gets. Now let's talk about some of the other fees and stuff here. So I have these other papers laid out here, like for example my registration fee. So here I broke down the numbers here a little bit for you. Insurance, I have State Farm insurance on my BMW M2. It costs, I looked it up, $1,350 per year. So you can break that down, it's like just over $100 a month for insurance. I have a clean driving record. I don't have any speeding tickets or anything. I don't know how, but somehow I maintain a clean driving record, despite I have 13,000 miles on the car now, and I drive it like a sports car. I really drive it close to its limits a lot. Plates, so like I was saying here, I rounded up there, $525 a year for the BMW M2 plates. Now tires, I have a summer set and a winter set. Hold on a second here. I'm looking something up here. So here's my winter set. I ordered them from Tire Rack. It cost $651 for the front tires. The 245 and the 265s on the back were about $600. So kind of funny how the bigger tires were actually cheaper there. Summer tires that came on the car, they were not the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. I think they're like Continental something or another, and the Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires are supposedly like the best. And you know, if I was gonna be spending, you know, $55,675 on a car to have like superior driving, you know, cornering and all that, like I wanted the best tires. So I spent an extra little bit of money there on getting the best supposed tires for the car, and I still have the original summer tires of the car sitting in my basement. So I have personally bought, I guess, 8 extra tires for the car, a summer set and a winter set that have totaled me $2,373. And then gas, it's kind of, I would say it's kind of negligible because, like, you know, you're going to be putting gas in your car anyway. Now this car, it says on the sticker, it gets 21 mpg, 18 city, 26 highway. I'd say that's actually pretty accurate. I've never really looked at this sort of stuff before, but it says annual fuel cost is $2,000. Now I've had the car almost 2 years. I bought it in late November of 2017, and you know, it's August 26 right now, so not quite 2 years, but you know, 13,000 miles isn't that many miles. You know, that's probably less than the one year average that they would say nowadays. But I do get about 18 miles per gallon, and I looked up on Gas Buddy. Premium gas is listed at $2.84. Honestly, I never look at the price of gas when I buy it. It's, you know, when you gotta fill it up, you gotta fill it up. So I've only spent about, according to like these estimates, $2,000 roughly on gas. Oh, another reason I decided that the BMW M2 is a good choice is, like, I thought that the car would hold its value pretty well. Now, if I look at Auto Trader here, you know, I'm looking at real cars that are for sale, and you can see like a 2018 M2 is listed at 52. That's probably a little high. There is one right down the street here for sale with a few thousand less miles than mine for like about $48,000. Another one here, oh, that one only has 1,000 miles on it, listed for 50,000. This is a 2018, looks like sale pending according to the picture, with 5,000 miles, listed at about 50. So, you know, based on these numbers, I would say my car would probably be able to sell for like $47,000 pretty easily. Now, I'm not really looking to sell it, but I was hoping, you know, when I bought this car, it would be a car that would hold its value pretty well, and it looks like that is the case for the most part. You know, it's maybe depreciated by, I don't know, $7,000 over 2 years. It is under the 3 years of free maintenance, or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first. So I don't have to pay for like oil changes and all this other stuff. So free oil changes. So yeah, that's that. All right, so we got some final numbers here, and this 18,666 number is kind of surprising, but that would be about the cost that it cost me to own this car for almost 2 years now, which is pretty crazy. But let me tell you how I got that number. So first of all, we got the car price, which was $55,675, and assuming that I could sell the car for 47 grand, which I don't know if I can or not, that would be about a depreciation of 8,675 bucks. So that is like the biggest loss factor, I guess, in terms of money spent on the car. The single biggest factor. Now, sales tax was about 1,800 bucks. Insurance for 2 years, so 1,350 per year for 2 years is 2,700, and then plates 525 a year. Just multiplied that by 2. I'm just rounding up the 2 years here. That's 1,000. Tires. Now, tires. This isn't like these tires aren't completely used up, so I have spent 2,373 bucks on one set of winter tires plus one set of summer tires, and I have the original summer tires that are pretty much unused. But that's my tires cost, and then 2 grand for just average numbers for 2 years of fuel, and that brings it to like 18 grand for like total cost of ownership for the BMW M2 for 2 full years. Now, depreciation, I don't know. Do you count that? Do you not count that? I'm not really sure. But I mean, that's a surprisingly large number, I suppose, for 2 years of ownership. At this point, if you subtract the depreciation number, this number would be about $10,000 for 2 years of ownership for the BMW M2, not financed. Just insurance, plates, tires, which, you really don't need to spend that much money on tires, gas, and then sales tax for the purchase price of the car. So that would actually be like 10,000, not including depreciation. So I don't know, like actual like out of pocket costs so far are about 10 grand for 2 years of ownership. Now, if I want to sell the car, obviously depreciation would need to be factored in immediately. So anyway, I hope this video has been insightful for the cost of ownership for a 2018 BMW M2. Thanks for watching. Click the like button if you like seeing this sort of stuff, and I will be making more videos coming soon.